First of all, the number of people being here, the diversity of businesses, of motivations coming here. It's very clear to me that in the Ukraine, internet has become an integral part of society. That's not something I expected. Biggest takeaway, it's kind of a bit early to say. It just started, it's like half day in the first day. I think the biggest takeaway is that there are a lot of unique businesses here, and I always ask myself the question, how would they make it big internationally? So once there is a business out of the Ukraine which could globally be scaled, the question is how to do that. That's really what on top of my head, how to help those companies, those people to bring these great ideas globally. There's a lot of copycats I've seen, which I'm not so interested about, and also the other segment I'm not interested about are like small niche solutions, like just little features which are not interested or interesting for the global sense. It's a great question. I mean, first of all, funnily enough, at the moment it's a lot of Germans coming to London. So we were hoping to get more people from London, France, and we have a lot of people from Spain, Russia actually coming to us. So it's a hard thing to do. I think once we have more balanced representations from different countries, we will go east. I don't think we would go to Moscow. I think we would probably go to Asia before we go to Russia or Ukraine or Eastern Europe. But first of all, it's not that easy to IPO in the US unless you really have a business there. So you would need to move to the US for a US IPO, which is not easy for people. But if you look, for example, at some Israeli businesses, they look first at the US market before they look at Europe. I think that's a misperception. They should focus on the European market. And interestingly, the reason why this is valuation gaps. So the US market values companies higher than Europe. This gap has narrowed. And we believe that in the next 18 months, you will see more European businesses IPOing in Europe. Well, the IPO, or the public exit markets in the Eastern European, Ukraine, Russian geography hasn't really been there. I mean, you have Yandex and Mail.ru as the two, I would say, gorillas in the market, but you don't have a large universe of companies because usually they are too small to be appealing for the public investor. So you need a minimum size of market cap, $300 million. We think that eventually when there is enough scale in the market, so you have like another 3 to 5 IPOs, you will have a proper ecosystem of Eastern European, Russian and Ukrainian exits. Well, a few things. First of all, you need to have an international strategy. So just being a local business is, for financial investors, no matter from where, a little bit boring. Second, you need to have your numbers straight. So you need to find your KPIs. And thirdly, you need to have the right management team. So people who have experience doing IPOs and financial controlling. And you basically need to be prepared. And you need to have a very straight story. And there must be a differentiator to anything else which is either public already or which might be bigger than the business which wants to go public. Unique selling proposition, exactly. Differentiation is key. We didn't see lots of copycats IPOing recently.